Hey guys, welcome back to Congress Gaming Club. Welcome back to another unboxing and review video. Today is a special day. It is the launch of the F1 season this weekend and for 2022. So I'm going to unbox and review my only digital Formula One car, and that is this Ferrari SF15-T. This is from the 2015 F1 season. This car is driven by Sebastian Vettel, and his teammate for that year was Kimi Räikkönen. And yeah, let's get to it. Now this is the Sebastian Vettel Formula One car, and once again, in the 2015 season, Sebastian Vettel completed and came third in the Drivers' Championship that year. He got 13 podium finishes with this vehicle during that season, 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and then the rest were all third place finishes. But let's tear down this vehicle, tear down the packaging, and have a look inside. So something of note, whenever you get a Ferrari vehicle from Carrera, it does come in this cardboard sleeve, which has the Ferrari emblem on it. I think this is specific for all Ferrari cars. So you get the Scuderia Ferrari logo up here in the top left-hand corner. It's a Carrera digital car, so it notes there. And this just slides out. So slip that off. And now we get the jewel case like every other Carrera car. So here we go. We see the car in full glory. It looks awesome. The red is really nice clear coat finish on it. Yeah, we see the nice Pirelli tires right there. So really a lot of details on this car, but we're going to take it off the base. To do that, we have to turn it over, remove this screw right here. So on the base itself, it has the Ferrari SF15-T on it. It has Sebastian Vettel number 5. It has the official Ferrari logo, and it's got the nice Scuderia Ferrari emblem at the top right-hand corner. Really good box from Ferrari. And in the back, you get the little pocket. In the pocket, we have this sliding tab here, which reveals a little package. In here, we get the instructions. You get to see we have, I believe, 2 side view mirrors in there, braids, and another guide pin. So that's what you get in there. And then there's the instructions and a couple of other things like distribution areas, etc., that are all inside this package right here. All right, so let's take a detailed look at this vehicle. Once again, as per all, seemingly all Carrera vehicles, the mag force on this vehicle is pretty intense. So you can get pretty vertical with this vehicle without it slipping or sliding. As you can see up here, I'm at 90 degrees to camera here, and it's not even moving on the track. So that's typical of Carrera vehicles. So when we pull it off the track here, we can have a look at it. We'll start at the front end here. So the nose of the vehicle obviously is much simpler because compared to the vehicles that we see today, there's a lot less ribbing along the leading edge of the front end. But you do get a lot of like airflow canards here that push air towards away from the vehicle and towards the tires, and moving towards towards the side pods in the back here. So you can see the big side pods in the back here. You get Sebastian Vettel in there with his white helmet with the German striping across it. As we turn to the side, you get to see the nice Pirelli P0s logo right across the tires here. So Pirelli is the official sponsor for Formula One. As we sweep across, you can see it's predominantly red with a black undertone, white pinstriping all the way across. Very typical Ferrari red, obviously not the deep red that is currently in play today, 2022, but this is the bright red that Ferrari is known for. we get the Scuderia Ferrari logo on the top part of the vehicle here. And as we sweep across to the back, you get this very small, compared to today's standards, rear spoiler with the V-Power, Santander, Melee, and at the Intel cell logos are on the rear spoiler there. Very small little front flap here. It's got this little system here that allows it to, I guess, move up and down as it requires for getting more downforce. Moving to the back, you get the lighting system that normally blinks when they're under braking, and you get a little exhaust right there. But all in all, a very simple, sleek, very Formula One-esque vehicle. We'll look at it from the front. You get to see the side pods, and then the little winglets here that hold the rear view mirrors, and I guess this also acts as a way to flow air around the vehicle. So once again, a nice Coke bottle design here. So you get that, the swooping wide side pod, and then swooping to a very thin rear exit for air and for downforce and aerodynamics. All right, so that's the look at the exterior of the vehicle. We're gonna take it down and tear it down to its chassis, have a look at the chassis, and then we're gonna put it on the track and see what it. All right, guys, so to open up and remove the chassis, there's a couple of things that you have to do. So first things first, there's 4 screws, 1, 2, there's 1 screw right here, don't miss it, 3 and 4. 4 screws, and back out the 4 screws. You can actually peel the body off. Be careful when you're peeling the body off the chassis, because this tab right here actually slots in to a back piece right here on the chassis itself. So very narrow chassis from Carrera here, but once again we still have the inline motor, the pinion, and the crown gear right there. You can see a very different configuration for the digital chip. It is a different chip altogether for the F1s. It's a mini, it's a smaller profile, and it's split so that it flows around the motor, as opposed to being in front of the motor, it flows around the motor. So that's very different. When we turn this car over, you can see that the braking system is behind the front wheels. So this is different from a regular car, because normally the slot system is normally in front of the wheels, but on a F1 car, for more stability, it's towards the middle of the right behind the front wheels. I guess it gives you more stability on the track. And as you can see here, we have a magnetic strip right here. So this is a magnet, and then there's 2 more magnets right here, another bar right there. So there's a bar right underneath the chip here, and then there's the magnetic strip right here. To remove this, you'd have to pop open this tab right here to access this magnet. But I'm not going to do that, and that's underneath the rear axle as well. So as you can see, very different chassis from for Carrera F1, and now we'll put it together and throw it on the track and see what it does. Okay, guys? Well, this car is an absolute monster on the track. and as expected, it's an F1 car, my first F1 car review, digital that is. I do have a lot of analog F1s, and I did just pick up the SF14 as well, so I have the 13 in analog, the 14 in digital, and the 15 that I've just reviewed here. So I'm starting to grow my F1 collection, which I'm really excited about. From a performance perspective, the car is an absolute monster on the track. You know, at 3.749, you know, it is actually leading the pack now in terms of cars, like in terms of speed. So we have it now in first position, and it's likely going to stay there until I get another F1 car, or I do have the whole range of the Formula E cars as well, so I will test it out against the Formula E car soon enough, and we'll see which one's faster, because I've heard the Formula E cars are really fast on track as well. So the morning after Ferrari has just gone 1-2 in the opening race of the 2022 season, so there is a resurgence of Ferrari, and I'm glad for them. They do deserve it. They're one of the longest standing brands in F1, so to see them back on top is a really great thing. Will I be doing more reviews on F1 cars in the future? Hopefully. I did pick up SF14 as well, digital, just yesterday. I went to a Slockoff flea market, and I had a great find of cars, and I've expanded my collection. I believe my collection now on Carrera digital cars is about 114 cars. So that's quite a few, but I'm on my way to 500. So that's my goal. That's what I want to have, 500 Carrera digital cars. So working towards it. Hope you guys are liking this content. I'll see you next week with another video. Until then, stay safe. Subscribe if you like this content. And we'll see you next time, and have fun on rails, guys.